Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this evolutionary, revolutionary rise of an uprise at this time. What is the uprise about? That is something that we can explore. It's rhetorical. It's more of like an opening of a door. But the rise, the ascension level of alchemy, of meeting here. We are the seeds that breed. Okay? Expansiveness, expanding. Either way, thank you for tuning in. So I'm gonna do something kind of a little bit different and new for me. Whether I would do it again, who knows? I am Enchantress the Babbler, and there is no strict regimen that I must follow and adhere to. So today it's wine and tarot. So let's have a chat. Let's wine it down and let us explore. 1:11, it's literally like, I just look at my time, 1:11, like, that was not intentional. Synchronicity. 3, the Trinity, the balancing of many kind of things. So what I'm going to do is I have a few cards here next to me, a few decks, not cards, because I haven't pulled any cards actually yet, so we're going to be doing it on camera. And I decided to keep it simple, but I do want to pull from whatever decks do call out to me. And please, before we continue, please note that this is a message that is channeling and tapping into a collective energetic environment. So it's about resonance. You know, if it resonates with you, then by all means, take with it whatever it may be. But note that over spans of time, this is the World Wide Web. For however long of a span of a time this will be, that it will be a part of our worldly thing, where there's videos like this for people to upstream. Did I say the word right? For people to see. So over time, you know, whatever this channeling message is going to be, it's going to be for many. You know what I mean? Even if the overall energy is described in simplistic terms of an earthly like description, to be able to give you the visual that is needed to depict whatever message is being, you know, expressed, you know, don't hold so literal the explanation, because again, every channeler and every reader is always going to come from the space of the place that they reside in, you know. So when you channel and you open yourself up to receive, the idea here is it's kind of like a no filtering stream. So it's whatever resonates with the channeler that can be expressed will be what comes up, or, you know, explored. So anyways, so this is going to be for each deck, for each tarot deck that I decide to use, or oracle spread that I decide to use. It's what do you need to know, grow, and let go. So that is what this channeled episode is literally going to be about. So again, whatever messages channel through, remember it's a filtering system too. So take what resonates with you and let go of the rest. And if at anything that it doesn't resonate with you and it doesn't apply, then, you know, look at this as poetry, raising, you know, energetic levels high, you know. So I just wanted to, I don't know why, but I was in, I went into 5 and below, right, I went into Five and Below because it was next to Michael's, and I was in Michael's because we knew I love my art supplies. And when I was in Five and Below, they had those duck EmojiCons. So I feel compelled to pull these EmojiCons to even use that as a start to this tarot spread that is literally, hold on, what do I need to know, what do I need to grow, and what do I need to let go, you know? So this should be fun. First card up is 5, and I swear that's a sloth, right? 5, we all know that that's about change. So what do you need to know? There's change happening here, and just even with the sloth energy, is like, you know, a slow change. But again, it's a matter of perception and stuff, like, right? So what do I need to know? That there is change happening at a slower rate in this time. Also, these messages are timeless, so whenever you connect is whenever you connect. Right? Okay, I'm sorry. Face recognition. How come face recognition from my phone works on my daughter? Mind you, my daughter's her own beautiful goddess. And although, yeah, I am her mommy, you see, she looks like her own human being. There's no reason that my daughter could go like this with my phone and get face recognition access. Like, okay, that's besides this. Okay, so anyways, so what do you need to know? There is change happening, even if something feels like, and if you want to get, what I even hear from this is stop. Maybe the change is not happening as fast as you would like it to happen, and it's moving in sloth-like kind of movements. You see, but don't act like a brat. The universe is like, just stay in. Be thankful, you see, for the change that is occurring at this time, because it is transforming your entire life, you know. And sloths, you ever seen, oh my gosh, I be watching so many animal videos because, again, animals speak to me, and I love animals, and they love me. And, oh, okay. So this flew out. So what do I need to grow? You know what I hear, and I know this is weird, but this is the number 9 anyways, and 9 is the number of completion, like, you know, of a cycle of events coming into full circle, like the Ouroboros style of something coming into full circle and just aligning itself up, right? So, and then the sloth came out again here. I think this is a sloth. I hope so. Wine and tarot. Let's sip, guys. Sip, sip, sip. I don't really like wine. I try them. Before, I used to not like drink wine because it never for me, like, I'm an upper kind of person. So any kind of like drug drink, I look for the hyper high, the hyper feel. So anything that's gonna make me like dopey or like you know, like anything like that, I don't want. So typically wine is like a yeah, you can have it at a restaurant or stuff like that, at an outing and shit like that. But like when I have wine, let's say at home, I'm going to sleep after. That's my sleeping aid for the, you know, night owl that could be in me. That sometimes I need to get some rest, please. So yeah, then I'll have a glass of wine just to wind down and pass out, you know. Okay. Wine and sorrow. So there's change happening, right? So what do you need to know? Change is happening. Like, there is a transformation in process that it might feel slow and stuff like that, but what do you need to grow? You need to grow into its completion. You need to not give up halfway. You need to not make the excuse to not give it your all today. Or I'm feeling kind of lazy today. Oh, I don't want to do this right now. Oh, I'm so exhausted somehow. Oh, did this happen, this happened, this happened. All these things that will keep you away from doing the things that you want to make manifest, or, you know, the things that you have to do. Like for example, you know, this is again an example. Take with it as you may. Like, it's just here to further inspire or motivate you to use that as your own inspirational tool. So my apartment right now is in the process of being painted. There's things being built in it and stuff like that. So it's, you can imagine, a disaster, right? A disaster. Not a disaster, but you get what I mean. Like, it's a mess. Like, there's things in boxes. There's things all over the place and stuff like that. There's, yeah, okay? Now, I work the way that I do. And you may not know this too, but once I'm up, like, you know, like, I'm up morning, noon, and night. I'm up 24/8, and I work 24/8. And I don't like to use the word work, because a lot of the stuff that I do too, even if it can bring me an income too, like, I'm doing what I love, granted, and I do a lot of body work. So, you know, my day consists of a lot of manual labor by me, you know, and stuff like that. So by the time I get home, you know, I am commander of the ship too. And so, like, there's a lot of things that I have to do. And domestication wise, I can get into a whole excuse as to my whys, as to, like, I'm not that housewife. You know what I mean? So, but I don't want to delay or become stagnant in my energy wave. And I'm not saying that I'm pushing myself over my own limit. If I truly, like, come on, we gotta get away from, like, these excuses that we can make, or these, you know, reasons we can give ourselves to not do something that we want to do. Like, I'm so sorry. So when I get home, I can say, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to do anything here. But, you know, that's not how I want to navigate. I want to contribute to the wave of things that are, like, being made, created, co-creation. Live symbolic. I'm always telling everyone to live symbolic. Okay, because energy is energy. It doesn't know your tangible realities of perception and, oh, that's not real. Oh, that's not real. It's how you feel. So everything you do is symbolic in some kind of essence, shape, or form. So me, I may not tackle the house cleaning when I get back from a long day of manual labor. And then you gotta think of it, my energetic labor, because yes, I do a lot of body work, but I also do a lot of energy work. I do a lot of readings. I'm constantly helping others, you know, and so it never ends. So by the time you get home, like, the last thing you want to deal with is house things that are, like, taking place that you're just like, everybody get it done for me, please. You know, but this is just the example that I bring, okay? So we're so harsh and hard on ourselves because we expect this level of perfectionism or some kind of ideal that we just have conditioned into our environment that makes us think that, oh my, it has to be this way. It's part of the reasons why I didn't even record for so long, even though I felt the spirited call. Like, oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, come on. Like, this is not ready. And all these excuses. And so what happens? I cycle about in that stagnation, that building that kind of same energetic vibration for myself. I kick myself in the ass when you do stuff like that. So, for my health, wealth, stealth, here I am living symbolic, you see, because I have a lot of things that I'm making, made, and bringing into to manifestation. So, when I get back to my gypsy pad, you see, I might be exhausted and tired, you see, but let me get to the real nitty-gritty with the real Jennifer and me. Girl, you got some more in you. You got some more life in you. Let's do 5 minutes of this. Let's hang up these clothes. Let's put away the laundry. You know what I mean? That's an example. And I'll do that. And I feel good while I'm doing that. I'm being mindful and intentional while I'm doing that because I'm living symbolic, you see. I'm like, okay, I'm making moves. I'm organizing my life. I'm participating. I'm in my present now state. I'm not trying to evade or like evacuate because I don't want to deal with this today. You know what I'm saying? So like, what do I need to know? There's a lot of things transforming, growing, and it may feel like it's like slowing, you know? But what do you need to grow? The patience, the discipline, the practice that is needed by you to put, and it's a slow process, progress, you know, until we can be manifestors of instant. Hey, I thought it, I think it, it pops it into reality, like, whoa. Whoa, these seeds we sow. Until we can get into that kind of level of instant growth, know that things take time, right? So, all right, I didn't know that I was going to get all into that with some cards right there. Right, so what do I need to know? You need to know that there's a lot of change happening in your life that may be slow. You may not like its growth, like its speed. But you know what's so beautiful? Have you ever watched sloths and you ever see videos of them? Like, please do, please do, please do. They're so cute. And they're so... sweet about it. Sweet. Like, think. A sloth in its slow moving, like, physical energy, like, you know, its physicality, it's its body, it's its genetics, it's the way that it's been created to make it move this way. Now think about, like, just humans when things stagnate. Things get, like, you know, slowed down. There's a standstill. There's a setback. There's a delay. Most humans react in a... I don't want to use the word negative because I don't like negative and positive. It's just a charge. You know what I mean? You can negative charge something for positive reasons. Hello. You know, let's get into this kind of flow of no. And, what was I saying? But yeah, so like, if you watch any of all my channels, you know that I do this a lot. It's like the channeler and the human sometimes come into contact, and it's just like, what are you saying? Anyways. So, what do you need to know? There's a lot of slow-moving process, this part of this process, this transformation, this change happening in the cycle that is coming into a complete. It's complete, and you got to put into the practice. You got to put in the practice. You got to put in the work, okay? Even if it's at a slow rate. So the whole purpose behind my share of like just going home and like handling things with care, living symbolic and stuff like that, it's that it doesn't matter how slow you do something, at least you're doing something. Do something, you know. And you can make a list, a simple one, and this is coming from the babbler because I don't do simple. I do complex. Trust me, every time someone comes a little bit closer and they see really how deep and all this like is a part of me, they be like, whoa. I know. Okay, so you gotta put in the work. It's worth every ounce of wholeness vibrations that you would seek, and be sweet about it too, please. Learn from the sloth-like energies. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that. Just for the typical, hold on. Just for quick, you know, because they do have beautiful, I love learning things about spirit animals. I work with a lot of spirit animal wisdom. For animals, I get emotional. Guys, I'm an emotional soul, okay? Hold on. So, but these are things that you can do, little things, little steps, little increments of just putting into, like, let's say your whole entire house is a mess. And you come home from a long day of work and you're like, and then you try to, like, walk past the entire disaster and head straight into your room and, like, you know, if you could, or if you have kids, or you tend to, whatever, everything else but the task at hand, the chore that requires a little bit more. You're equipped. You can endure. You know? In a symbolic way, sloths definitely inspire us and make it easy for us to imagine a personality that resembles a sloth. They are symbols of diplomacy, relaxed way of life, and an altruistic behavior. They're known for their slow movement, but their image as a lazy creature was called to question by some. They're not lazy, it's just the way that they move. It's their equipment, and they have found such sweet peace with their own capabilities, their own abilities, and not being harsh in their own environment, you know? They're ancient animals, right? Wine and tarot. They're ancient animals that could be seen only in tropical and central parts of American continents. Blah, 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 blah. These animals are probably best known for their extremely slow movement, for which people commonly associate sloths with laziness. And maybe too, well, this came out as, what do you need to know? There's change happening, transformation happening. And maybe it's at a slower rate than you would like, but you know, a sloth-like movement, that's fine. And then, what do you need to grow? You need to grow in your discipline, your consistency, even in the slow movements you see, to see it for what it is here. To try to, Slothiverial, they are probably more than 60 millennia years. They have evolved to feel at their best in treetops, slowly moving over branches, actually hanging from them. They only need to reach juicy leaves, nothing more. See, like, even the comparison of lost to lazy, that's a human perception of their own idea of, it's just like when my grandmother would say, oh, anybody that napped during the day, lazy. What if we work 24/8 and we can nap today in the day, and, you know, I'm a hard worker, like, why do I gotta be lazy? You know what I mean? It's just like the navigating of that kind of, like, just mindset and understanding of things. Where did it go? Forgive me. So what do you need to know? What do you need to grow? What do you need to let go? Okay? But these cards, these EmojiCons from 5 and below. I don't even know how much they were. They were giving $1 or $2. I don't know. Who cares about price? It's about what quality you get out of anything that you make use of. Oh, something fell. Oh, what do you need to let go of? all the nonsense, all the crap that you like to attach. That is, in fact, it's just a part of your condition that's out of whack. You need to let go for your ultimate growth. Now, also what I'm seeing here, 593, these numbers, see? 593, okay? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. It adds up to 8. Life path number 8. That's even me. Like, you know, like, you see what I mean? You have to let go of the bullshit. You have to let go of your bullshit. You gotta let go of your shit. You shit stains, okay? You gotta get wise about it, smart about it. You gotta align with it. 3. I like that it even came out as number 3. The Holy Trinity existing within you. You see the higher aspect of yourself, your wealth, your health, you know, and just exploring further in that kind of dynamic. All right, so I guess, you know, true. All right, I thought I was gonna do more cards, but I'm gonna end that here with 3 Isis Oracle cards as well, and then we're gonna call this a wrap. So I thought I was gonna move more cards, but then I just realized that I've been talking for 26 minutes, and so because time goes cray like that, like just, you know, let's just conclude these messages, okay? Those numbers too, you, someone can write it in the comments for me. People will be watching and not even, you know, participating. So I guess I'll write the numbers and play it back and rewind. Right, so 539, 593, 935. However you want to add those numbers. 539 adds up to 17. 8 numeral You have life path number 8, and then even think about the life path number 8. Life path number 8s are understood to have a lot of complexities of challenges, obstacles in their way, in their life that they have to overcome. Because remember, right before, it's like right when you want to give up, before the victory here, which is 9, you get what I mean, the completion of a cycle over time. So 8 is like that don't stop now, like it's about to happen for you somehow, like, you know. So like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fine, what was I gonna do? Right, dimension. Hey, sorry. I get a lot of like, I don't know, just gonna say that for another video. 8. Alright, I just wanted to. 8th trans-dimensional level. This is the first thing I'm just grabbing, so I'm not even exploring it fully right now. This is just, I just Googled really quick because I just feel like I'm supposed to talk about the 8th dimensional way of something. So the location, the 8th dimension has distinctly unusual bodily connections. It connects into the body through specific chakra locations, and these locations vary depending on the spiritual lineage of the person. All right, anchor point for the planet. Associated color is gold. Personal issues associated with the 8th chakra, like which is going beyond. Right use of spiritual powers and paranormal abilities. Right use of leadership abilities. Many nationally prominent leaders emanate 8th chakra energies. Interest in the right management of global affairs. Global businessmen often carry this energy. About the 8th dimension, again, I just picked this randomly, but I feel compelled to even explore a little bit deeper further of just like this 8th dimensional energy, the 8, the number 8, the vibration. One purpose of the 8th dimension centers on the regulation of all things physical or material in the galaxy. This includes regulation of matters for humans, stars, planets, and all other galactic forms. The 8th dimension plays with material form for this galaxy and with the forces that create material form, such as minerals, metals, ores, and gases. All right, blah, blah, blah. The 8th is a high-level creation dimension and is many octaves more powerful than 5th dimension manifestation energies. Beings in the 8th dimension write evolutionary spiritual blueprints at the abstract energetic level. Okay, these are treatment plans for the evolution of the soul. This is beautiful. I'm glad that I'm even tapping into this, and I'm not going to even get emotional while I'm talking because I feel the emotion, but it's okay. The 8th dimensional high self strategy is how its particular soul or the soul's group will evolve. For example, when I did my, all right, blah, blah, blah. 8th dimensional engineers came up with the idea that the model for change would be pain and suffering here in the 3rd dimension. They also engineered the concept of karma. Ooh, which brings me to what I wanted to speak about, but I won't do. Like, this is already 30 minutes here, but here you can look at this at foundationforglobalhumanity.org. I just like Googled, and it was the first thing that I said that I saw that gravitated to me to read more about the 8th dimensional vibration of, you know, which I feel like goes with that change, that transformation in an 8th dimensional kind of way for our evolution. Like, you know, putting into, you know, it may appear slow, like, you know, again, but like there's room for growth, like we're gonna grow. So what do you need to know? The Isis Oracle, what do you need to know? Wine and tarot, wine and tarot. This wine don't even taste good. I don't think wine tastes good. I'm also a licensed bartender. By the way, so my drinks are actually really delicious when I make them, but I didn't make that wine. Alchemist of every kind, okay? I make food, I make a whole bunch of things. So what do you need to know? Healing the divine masculine energies. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. All right, so the divine masculine energies are working on showing up, right? Allowing for certain expressions to be without all the covering, masking of, you know, deceit that can cause us to feel suppressed, right? What do you need to grow? What do you need to grow? Okay? What do you need to grow? Sorry, that's just not an oracle card. What do you need to grow? What do you need to grow? And just even with this picture right here, I'm just like patience. Like, you know what I mean? What do you need to grow? Patience is the word that I heard, but I'm going to read what it says here. It says past life, present power. Okay? Wine and tarot. I got a little gassy. It's not good wine. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine, here we go. Masculine energy growing in great service to the feminine, okay? And her intention that all beings be healed and free. It gathers internal resources to assist on the path. This is what needs to grow. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating